age 130. Approved stallions from the breeding season of 2023.
Van rubriek 6. Werk talent, werk talent en passie samen, dat zie je ook terug in dit prachtige evenement. Werk talent gewoon als sponsor aan deze rubriek. We beginnen met Hildwin, werk 2-8.
And we are starting off with Hildwin 528.
Triple A.
And this is a 6-year-old triple A stallion, bred by the family Kruis and in ownership of the family Veuring. And Hildwin is sired by Omer 493, coming from a Fritse 423 mare. He is the first son out of Omer 493 who got approved. And with his father moving to America, you can see all the eyes pointing to Hildwin here. And Hildwin is a very pretty stallion with a lot of front, racial type and a noble head. He's coming from a very strong breeding mother line. And with Bauke K, a half-brother in the Frisian Talent Cup, winning with a 10 for the trot. And Hildwin showed himself to be very all-round with triple A scores in all three his disciplines. He's eager to work and has a very good use of his hind leg. Hildwin is at stud at Stoeterij Friese Visser.
Zes jaar, triple A, Hildwin, werk 2-8. Alvast. Talent, sponsor van deze rubriek. De rubriek nummer 6, de valwijs komt binnen. Hilbert 529 triple A. Ook 6 jaar.
We are looking at Hilbert 529 Triple A Stallion, 6 years old and bred by the family Veenstra, in ownership and at stud at the gebroeders van Manen. And Hilbert is sired by Heike 482 from a mare from Standard 447. And this stallion is very valuable for the stud book with his low kinship rate of 16.9%. This horse is very long-lined and well-developed. He has a lot of racial type and a horizontal stance. And from all three gates, this horse has a very strong walk with a lot of space, rhythm, and use of the body. And he seems to be very talented as a riding and driving horse. It's a very pleasurable horse to work with. He has a lot of ability to learn and eagerness to please his rider.
Triple A, Hilbert 529. Hilke 530 Triple A. Ook 6 jaar van Berbi Ludema, Rick Marsum, eigenaar Stal Chardon, H.J. Niemeyer, zoon van Jurre 495 uit de stekmenu van Jisse 433, dan sterpreferent van Tjerk 328. En ze komt uit stam 1. Was de verrichtingsstopper van Centraal Onderzoek. Bovendien die eerste zoon van Jurre, die goedgekeurd is, komt naar de oudste stam van het Studbook Stam 1.
And we are currently looking at Hilke 530 Triple A Stallion.
Over de stap van Hilke is na het Centraal Onderzoek veel
Sired by Jurre 495, coming from a Jisse 433 mare. And Hielke is the top tier out of the central inspection in 2022. Also the first son of Jurre 495 to get a number. He's coming from line 1, one of the oldest lines in the Studbook. It's a very successful line in 2022 because his niece Janke LW became central champion for the mares. And there has been a lot of talking about the walk for this horse. Very good walk, but also combined with a very supple trot and a good use of the body in the trot and the canter. And add to this his remarkable character, where riders and drivers fame him for his friendliness and intelligence. He has a very luxury outlook and a very noble head and with a lot of expression. And this horse is for stud at Stal Chardon.
Triple A, 6 jaar, Hielke 5-3-0. Triple A, entree van Kees 5-3-1. Rijkraagwinst, gevolgd door AVG Schrammen in Strijen. Eigenaar D.E. Lokhorst.
We're looking at Case 531, Triple A stallion, 5 years old, bred by the family Schrouwen and in ownership of the family Lokhorst and Volmer. Case is sired by Chebbe 500, coming from a Maurus 441 mare. And this is the first son out of Chebbe 500 that got his Studbook approval. A lot of racial type in this stallion, a very uphill body with very good and dry leg work. He's coming from a very sportive mother line, and that was something you could see in his central inspection. This stallion is eager, has a lot of go, and he has 3 good gaits with an excellent canter, with an upward movement and a lot of hind leg. The trot has a lot of suspension, suppleness, and use of the body. Suitable for all 3 disciplines in the sport. He scored Triple A for all of them. Case 531 is available for stud at the Nieuwe Heuvel.
Triple A, Kees 5-3-1. We gaan nog één keer bekijken. Hier is die, Kees. Jorke 5-3-2 komt binnen Triple A, 5 jaar, vervat bij SA de Vries, Witmarsen, eigenaar Boers van Maanden en Kees en Anja van Assen-Kikker.
We are looking at Jorke 532 Triple A Stallion, 5 years old, bred by the family De Vries and in ownership and at stud at the Gebroeders van Manen. And Jorke was the first approved son from Menne 496. Menne 496. And then from the mother's side we have Challe 454. And he received his Triple A status because of his driving skills. He stood out because of his balance and impulsion. And then also, he is famed by his character. He is very human related. He likes to get his attention and he's always doing his best. And that made him perform with excellent progression. He's got a lot of rhythm in all 3 gaits and especially the canter is remarkable. Jorke 532 has proven himself in the dressage already. And we are continuing with the next stallion, Jimte 533 AA, 5 years old, bred by the family Arens and owned by Ganaderos Huastecos Sandro, the Spinca Sandro for short. And Jimte is sired by Ulbren 502, coming from an Epke mother. Already as a foal, this was a very remarkable horse. He became champion in 2019 at the central inspection for the colts.
En ik zou dus al bij Mexico zijn verhuisd, maar goed nieuws voor de fokkers in Nederland. En hij heeft ook dit seizoen nog in zijn geboorteland. En is dus beschikbaar meestal de Mexican Sinuswouder.
And this stallion was remarkable in the central inspection because he was so even in all of the exercises. He has a powerful and spacious walk and a lot of suppleness, and that's a welcome thing for the Frisian horse breeding. He's upward built, youthful, and he has a very pleasant character, and he loves attention. And he will not complain about attention because he has been sold to Finca Sandro, the Mexican breeding stud, where also Detmer 519 and Beint and Rommert are available. He should have been moved to Mexico already, but good news for the people in Holland. He will stay this breeding season one more year in Holland. He is available at Stal de Mersken.
Met de eigenaar in Mexico, Finca Sandro, Jimte 533. Hulling aangeboden door Berg Talent. En de laatste komt binnen, Triple A, Hengst Kannen, 534.
And we have arrived at the last stallion of this chapter, Kanne 534.
Mooi beelden daar, links in aankomst, in de corridor.
And some beautiful images of him walking through the corridor. And Kanne 534 is a Triple A stallion, 5 years old, bred and owned by the family Okkema, sired by Ulbren 502, and the mother is a Sport Prestige AA mare coming from Torben 466. And Kanne is very much in the racial type. And together with Jimte and Ulbran, one of the first sons coming from Ulbran 502 that moved to America.
Het zullen de Triple A-score centraal onderzoek maakt hij zijn moeder prestatie.
And Kanna is coming from an excellent motherline that is breeding strongly. Also doing excellent in sports. And with his AAA status, his mother became a prestation mare. The 5th in line in this stem 50. His half-sister coming from Johannes is a Crown Sport AAA mare and became reserve champion in 2022. And Kanna is not only coming from a very good nest, he is also showing himself excellent in the central inspection. He was one of the most promising young stallions from last year. Kanna is available for breeding at Studstal de Mersken.
Tumpel aan 5 jaar, nog 1 keer genieten van Kanna 5, 3, 4. Genieten van de jongste dames in deze rubriek, aangeboden door Talent. En een keer terug gaan ze op vel zetten op kwaliteitsvolgorde.
And it's time to put these horses in order of their performance today. We are slowly going towards the cherry on the cake for today, the championships.
Jimte mag hij deze kant op.
And Jinte can move in the line.
En Jorke mag Jimte volgen.
And Jorke can follow.
Kees mag even aansluiten aan Jorke.
And then Kees can go behind Jorke.
Hilke even paardje op.
Hilke is going to move up.
Publiek 6 aangeboden door Werf Talent. Dames en heren, op kop geplaatst. We gaan zo dadelijk opstellen. Jimte 5-3.
And in the front is Jimte 5-3-3. And then second is Jorke 5-3-2. Kees 5-3-1. Hildwin 5-2-8. Hilke 5-3-0. Hilbert 5-2-9. And place in the back is Kanne 5-3-4.
Gelukwensen gaan overbrengen in Jan Aans, Jokka, FPS, Marije van der Werf, Werf Talent.
And the prize giving is done by Mirjam Ruiter and Marije van der Werf from our sponsor Werf Talent. And the word to Sabine Zwaga.
Ja, in deze rubriek hadden de paarden over het algemeen toch wat moeite om een losgelaten stap te laten zien. En bij sommige paarden
And for this chapter, it was a little bit hard for the horses to show a relaxation in the walk.
boven de rest van de groep uit.
We were looking for good movement, and we saw all of that in Jimte 5-3-3. Spacious and in the rhythm.
Zou wat correcter in het beenwerk mogen, maar vanwege zijn correcte beweging op de eerste plaats.
Could be cleaner on the legs, but because of his movement, we are placing him first.
Dan hebben we Jorke 5-3-2.
And then Jorke 5-3-2. Evenly built, nice uphill, good rhythm in the trot, and a spacious trot. A little bit high in the rhythm, but a very nice second place for Jorke 5-3-2. Then placed as third, Kees 5-3-1. A very modern, elegant horse. He was a little bit anxious today, so he didn't show as well as he can. And then Hildwin. In the group his walk was good, but with showing by himself he was a little bit too tight. And in the trot we saw some nice steps, but he would show better if he's a little bit more relaxed. Hildwin 5-8. And then Hilke needs a little bit more suppleness in the body, but he has a good technique with a good hind leg. And then Hilbert, 5-9. A good forehand. He could be more convincing in the walk and in the trot. And then Kanne 5-3-4, a very youthful stallion. Clean leg work and a good rhythm in the walk. But he can convince more in the trots. And the two stallions that are coming with us to the championship are Jimte and Jorke.
Samen met John Hennings en Manuel Gasseling die hier vandaag de paarden beoordelen. Nou, mooie hulde daar.
And Sabine Zwaga is here together with Jan Hellings and Manuel Gasseling as the judge.
Ja, we gaan de baan verlaten. We gaan mooi hier om de...
We're going to do a nice lap of honor with, in the front, Jimte 5-3-3.
Ja, we gaan plaatsmaken hier in de baan, want we hebben ruimte nodig. Er staat al een podium opgesteld. We gaan een bijzonder moment meemaken.
And we are dimming the lights because we're going to have a very special moment.
Dat gaan we vanmiddag doen met
And today is a day where we honor remarkable people and remarkable horses. And we are going to do this with Elias 494.
Nog in training. En beleeft Hengst veel plezier aan het verzorgen van de shows. We kennen dus met z'n allen.
He already said goodbye to the sport, but he is still doing some shows together with his rider, Peter Spaan.
Vorig jaar definitief goedgekeurd als KFPS Studbook Hengst. Dus hij blijft nog wel actief. Dames en heren, jongens en meisjes, op Elias 494.
And this stallion, Elias 494, is remarkable also for playing an important role in the recognition for the World Society for the Sport Horses. This World Breeding Society for Sport Horses acknowledged the Frisian horse thanks to this stallion as well. And because of this, we would like to do a show for you as a thank you. And we're talking in the name of Mark Peter Spaan, the whole team around this stallion and all his lovers and fans.
Just one last dance.
And he will be accompanied in his music with Samantha Steenwijk, and she's going to sing the song Just One Last Dance. Enjoy Elias 494.